Hello there, Star Wars fans, and welcome to another RebelScum.com video review. And today we are reviewing the Black Series Gaming Grades Zaalbar. This one was a total shock to me. I love Knights of the Old Republic. It's one of my favorite, not just Star Wars games, but Star Wars stories. I love that it's set so far away from the main Star Wars timeline that while it's not technically canon right now and neither are the books, a lot of the characters and concepts are still canon, and a lot of it is not canon, if that makes sense. So Zaalbar was one of the original characters from the video game. He was one of your playable character companions that you had alongside your main character, which, spoiler alert, was, of course, Darth Revan. I'm hoping with the release of Zaalbar, maybe that means we're going to get a Mission Val figure because she's his life companion. It's a very kind of Chewie and Han relationship, except more of like a protective older brother with, you know, the young sister. Really, really cool. When it kind of got teased that the next figure in the line of the gaming greats was going to be a Wookiee, I was thinking, okay, it's probably going to be Tarful because he's made a few video game appearances, and lately Gaming Greats has been focusing on Jedi Fallen Order a lot. So it's probably going to be Tarful, and if it's not Tarful, it's probably going to be one of his Wookiee warriors since the Night Brother's coming. No big deal. That's going to be a cool figure to get. And then Hasbro revealed Zaalbar, and I was just dumbstruck. I just couldn't believe it. Never in a million years would I thought Hasbro was going to release this figure. He never got a 3 3/4 scale figure release. There's only a handful of characters that even got figures in 3 3/4 scale, even back in when Hasbro was at its prime with releasing figures. So we got Revan, we got Malik, which are the two main characters you would have to get. We got Bastila a few years after that. We got HK-47 as a Build-A-Droid, and then from Knights of the Old Republic 2, we've got the HK-50, which is just a repaint of the HK-47, and we got Darth Nihilus. But that was it. None of the other main characters, not Canderous, not Mission Val, not any of the other Jedi companions you have in the game, not any of the other droid companions you have in the game. I'm hoping this means maybe we'll get an HK-47 soon. Would I like the full Knights of the Old Republic roster? Oh, you betcha. That would just be incredible. Do I see it happening in the near future? Time will tell. It depends on the upcoming Knights of the Old Republic re-release. The new Knights of the Old Republic game isn't just going to be a remaster. It's going to be a total remake. They are going to, I'm sure, change the story a little bit. Hopefully not too much because, let's face it, the original was perfect. It was pretty awesome. But hopefully this means we're going to be seeing some similar characters making a return. Who knows? But here he is. Here is Zaalbar. Nice, awesome Wookiee. This marks our second Wookiee in the Star Wars The Black Series line because the only other Wookiees we've got so far are just various versions of Chewie. Most of them original trilogy, but of course, Chewie hasn't really changed that much, or at least very drastically over the years anyway. So, there you go. But here he is in his packaging. You got that awesome artwork there. He's got his suspenders on. There's some words and things right there on the back. And that's pretty much it for the box. And here he is. And the thing that pleases me the most, right before we even get to the figure with the accessories, is I like that his bowcaster is different. We've got these huge brass balls on each side of the bowcaster. Other than that, it is the same bowcaster mold as is released with Chewbacca. But that's not what I'm most pleased about. What I'm most pleased about is he comes with his Vibro sword, his Vibro longsword that you can even use in the game. They did awesome molding, awesome detail. It looks right out of the game from Knights of the Old Republic. They did such a fantastic job on this. I'm so happy that they did this. And then, of course, Here's the big Wookiee himself, Zaalbar. Pretty much just the Chewie figure with a new head sculpt. It is a new head sculpt. And it was funny, Mikey was pointed out to me that, I don't know what you guys think. Let us know if you think it does too, but kind of looks like Ron Perlman. He's got Ron Perlman face going there a little bit. It kind of looks like Ron Perlman. No, Ron Perlman did not do Chewbacca noises in the game. At least not to my knowledge. But kind of looks like Ron Perlman. Of course, he can hold either of his weapons. He is fully articulated. His head, it's a little tough because, you know, the fur pieces right here. Fully articulated shoulders, single jointed elbows, wrist joints, upper waist, hips, single jointed knees, limited ankle joints, again, just because of the fur bits. But he has a very nice light coated fur. You can put his sword in either his right hand or his left hand. And I like, oh, that was nice and easy. His fingers are a little bit less stiff than some of the Chewie figures. So I think they might have used maybe a little bit of a soft rubbery plastic for his fingers versus Chewie. But I had almost no issue whatsoever getting that sword in his hand. Now, he can also put his sword on his back. There is a clip right here. Again, you can put that on his back, or you could put his bowcaster on his back. Whichever you prefer. Give him his vibro sword. I mean, I'm probably going to display him with his vibro sword in his hand because the bowcaster looks awesome. It's an awesome signature weapon for the Wookiee warrior, but the sword always stood out to me, and I liked having my guys use swords a lot. And usually when I had Zaalbar on my team, I usually had Zaalbar and Canderous. Canderous was the Mandalorian you could have. Usually had Zaalbar and Canderous usually had his heavy blaster rifle, and I usually had Zaalbar with his vibro sword. For comparison, here he is next to Chewbacca. This is the solo Chewbacca. Did I have other Chewbaccas? Yes, but this is my favorite version of Chewie. I know Chewbacca is precious in a sense. I know he's an important core character of Star Wars. I love Chewie to death. Always have. And I'm sure some might think it's even heresy to say that the original trilogy design is not my favorite. I'm sorry, it's not. I like this design. Mostly because of the doggles. I love the doggles. And you can give them to Zaalbar if you want. Here. Now Zaalbar has doggles. That's fun. Yeah. Set those doggles aside. But about the same height as a regular other Chewie. I just like the character design with the double bandolier a little bit more. But yeah, he's pretty much just like Chewie, just, again, different head. I'm glad they didn't just repaint a Chewie face because that would have been really lazy on Hasbro's part, and they didn't do that. While they more or less repainted a Chewbacca body, that's not really so much a big deal because he's literally the second Wookiee we've gotten in a Black Series figure. The figure looks good, so I'm not really going to complain too much about that. I think it's fine. I don't have any issues with them just repainting a Chewie body, since they went ahead and made the extra head and did a good job on the accessories. And here he is next to his companion, Darth Revan. Now, of course, his companion could be Jedi Knight Revan, depending on which ending you go with. Technically, it should be Jedi Knight Revan because the good ending is Revan goes back to the light side. But I didn't have that one on hand at the moment, so here he is next to Darth Revan. And just be on the lookout, guys, because the Darth Revan figure in the archive wave should be hitting store shelves sometime soon. I've heard people are starting to find them in places, so best of luck to you guys hunting. And if not, well, check out our friends over at Order 66 Toys. Maybe they've got it. But we've got 2 down. A lot more to go from the character roster from Knights of the Old Republic. Hasbro, let's get it, please. This is incredible. I can't wait for the next one. I really can't. I'm incredibly excited to see what's going to come next. What did you guys think of Zaalbar? Did y'all get excited about Zaalbar? Was he a pleasant surprise for you like he was for me? And are you guys looking forward to the new Knights of the Old Republic game? I certainly am, Of course, yes, I'm a little worried just like anybody else. What if they ruin it? Well, what if they make it better? Because it could be the same story with just better gameplay and graphics, which is really all it needs. But it's nice that it's getting an update. Let us know in the comments, let us know in the forums what you guys think about this figure and what you think about upcoming Knights of the Old Republic stuff. And of course, follow us on social media, like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. And check rebelscum.com for daily news, videos, and articles all the time. Go to rebelscumshop.com for awesome original rebelscum.com merch and swag. And that's it for today, guys. So we'll see you guys later. We'll see you another time. May the Force be with all of you, you Rebel Scum.